California dreaming about you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to another review from Roy's Reviews. And today we have a, well, all-in-one review for you. Yes, today we are having a look at the Artery One Pro. So, first up, what we're going to do is we're going to drop down to the table, take a little bit of unboxing, show you around it, show you how to change the coils, etc. in there. So, join me down at the table. Okay, so here we are down at the table with the Artery One Pro Pal. So we'll just have a quick look around the box, and on the front you've got your warning: this product contains nicotine, which is a highly addictive substance, which it doesn't until you actually put it in. On this side then you've got a picture of the Artery Pro on the front. On this side you've got a picture of the Artery Pro. You've got I can't even go and try to pronounce that. You've got the CE marks, you've got your holographic code, security code there. On the back you've got the Pal One Pro, your contents, so if anybody wants to read those, there you go, you can read those all you want. You've got your barcode, again you've got another warning, and on this side then you've got more details about the coil, the model number, and your security scratch and check. So just quickly, in the contents you've got 2 cotton coils, 0.7 and one for your SubOhm, and then a 1 times 1.2 ohm coil. Spares, USB cable, small sprue screwdriver, branded coin, warranty card, quality control certificate, and your instruction guide. So you take the sleeve off, set that off to one side, then you've got the white box with the One Pro there, One Pro there, nothing on that side, One Pro there, and then your CE marks in the back. So something tells you you've got the One Pro. Take that off, and then you've got the One Pro itself sitting in the box. It's in black, as you can see. Take that out, set that to one side, take off the little foam cover. Inside then you have got your user manual, which again comes in all your different languages. Nice little pretty pictures, as you can see, how to replace coils, everything else. So all the pictures at the front, and then you've got all your languages as you go through there. Nice touch that they actually put the flags of the languages as well, so you can actually understand what they mean. You have got your purchase information for your warranty and your warranty terms. You've got your certificate of authenticity. This did hold a coil, but I've actually used one coil and I've got the second coil in the device. In your little bag of spares you've got some O-rings, you have a little tiny grub screw, you have your piece of glass, or glass it is, and then you have a big grommet, which I'll show you what that's for in a moment. And you also get this little branded coin. It is beautiful. Don't know how well the camera's going to pick up on that. That side and that side. So there you go. Set the coin to the side, and you also get your little bruised screwdriver and your USB cable as well for charging the device, because it is a built-in battery. Okay, so we'll take a quick look around the device itself. So I classify this as the front because it's got the power on, power off button. Nice little panel designs at the side, with Artery on that side. Across that side, nothing. You've got your panels on that side again. On this side you've got your One Pro, and you have also got your airflow hole and your USB, and also here is your LED light. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, it's nice time to come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it, on. Blue on, 2, 5, and red off. Okay, then on top you have got a 510 style drip tip with 2 O-rings on it, and your little grooves in there so you can get your coil out. The panels themselves, they all come, the 2 of them come off. So the one at the front comes off, and it just leaves your screws. You've got your CE warning marks in there, and there's your fire button. It means these are interchangeable. You can get different colour ones if you wish, and they hold on with magnets. On this side is the working parts. There's the camera focuses in. See, I could use the wee blue screwdriver just to point a couple of tweezers. Probably better. Okay, so down here there is a little tiny screw, and that's to adjust your airflow. Little turns on that opens the airflow or closes the airflow off. You have your coil sitting in this little tank in here, which has got a slidey up bit of glass which slides fully up and slides down, and this is your fill port just in there. That's, as you can see, it goes into the fill port, and you have your coil in the inside. Now, to take the coil out, you take off the 510 drip tip, you take your coin and you put it into the top like that, like so. It's the handy way of turning, unlocking it, and take out the top screw. Once the top screw's out, just turn the device over and this little block comes out. Sorry for the dirty marks on it, but I have been using it. And then the glass bit slides off. Camera can focus, here we go. To get the coil out, just push the whole assembly up to get the chimney up, then unscrew the chimney section, and then it's just a matter of a little bit fiddly. The coil comes out like that. Okay, so it is an artery coil that I have in here. As from what I'm aware, they also use the Aspire coils as well. To put the coil back in again, it's just a reverse procedure. Drop your coil in, so keeping this bottom bit with the little gaps for the air holes to the bottom, put it in, and then take your chimney, take your chimney, put the chimney down the top. I found it's easy to put the coil up, put your finger against the coil so the chimney is across in the hole there, and then it's just a matter of slotting the chimney in and pushing the whole device back down again so that it sits in nice and tight. So the O-rings, as you can see down in there, go nice and flush against it. Now your glass bit, how well is it going to come up on this? It's got a more rounded edge. It's not the exact same way around it, but that's designed then to go across the grommet and push all the way up, so it makes a nice tight seal down there. And then it is just put your block tank, camera, tank back in again, and then you take your top part, set it on top, and screw it back in again. You can either use the coin or the top of tweezers, whatever you find is easiest to do it. I normally just get it in with the tweezers, and then with the coin tighten it up. Okay, so that's the tank back in again, and then you take the 510, put it back on again, and you can put your back lid back on again. Now, as you can see with this, sorry for the car going past, folks, I do have the window open because it does get rather foggy in here, but if the camera can pick up, there's a lip just here and a lip just here. and that means you don't have to worry about which way around that goes either way around. Now slide that down. Okay, because we do have the 1.2 coil in here, we're going to put in some Nic salts, and for today we're going to use pod salts vanilla. I'm going to put this in because I've got this in for review purposes as well, and what better way to do it by putting it into this so I can get used to it. Give us a wee shake. And get the ball open. Okay, to fill is so easy. Just put the nib in there and squeeze, and you can see the juice in the tank. Now I'm going to have to make sure you leave this to soak, so that the cotton. I really should have primed the coil before I put it in, but too late now. Now it's filled. As you can see, there is now juice in the tank. Once you've filled, slide that back up again to seal everything in, and it all sits in place. The airflow is just a matter of taking your little tiny screwdriver into that little tiny screw there, and it is just you just give it little tiny turns, because it is such a sensitive airflow. It does it, more than a quarter turn, and your airflow dramatically changes. So folks, join me up top when I'll go for a little vape on this little device. Just to remind you, it does come in 3 colours. It does come in black, blue and red. So see you in a mo. Okay, so welcome back up again. So that was the Artery One Pro. Look around the unboxing, changing the coil and everything else in there. And as I say, it is the mouth to lung coil that I have in here at the moment. The flavour of this, because the Artery coils are fantastic, and because it does use the Aspire coils, the flavour is spot on. This vanilla in here, it is really good. Now I've used this vanilla pod salt in other different pods, and I'm getting really good flavour off it. So pros, let's start with the pros. No, start with the cons. Okay, so the cons are that rather fiddly to change the coils in there. The airflow, unless you have something, a little tiny screwdriver with you, if you're out and about, it's quite awkward to try and change the airflow. You can, if you're looking for a bit more restrictive, put your finger over the bigger air hole just there. That tends to work a little bit if you just want more restrictive. But as I say, using the wee screwdriver is the only way you can change the airflow. A bit fiddly to change the coil. If you have just in the tank, you're going to lose it, so you can only change it when your tank's empty. That's the only cons. Apart from the way that I tend to hold it, I hold it like that. I can cover the air hole, but that's just user. So I've actually adapted to actually holding it like that, because then the air hole is open. Vapor production is good. For a little pod, all-in-one. It's a pod or an all-in-one. It's, call it what you want, but you can use some salts in it, so I call it a pod. Pros, the size. For my big hands, it actually sits in my hand lovely and comfortable. The edges are just rounded enough. It still gives it a billet box shape, but slightly smaller than a billet box. The battery, now I didn't mention the inbuilt battery in it, so I forgot what it is. 2 seconds. Okay, the battery life is a 1200 milliamp hour battery. Now using this, I was getting all day out of it, no problem whatsoever. And Also, the coil life is fantastic. I got 4 weeks. 4 weeks out of the direct lung coil, the 0.7 ohm coil. This is the 1.2 ohm coil in here, direct lung. So the other cons, Roy, wake up sometime today. Hello. Yeah. So it's actually very easy to fill, because it's just a matter of taking the back off, sliding down the glass and putting your juice in if you've got the long nibs. So it's really, really easy to fill. And it's nice to hold in the hand, it fits in the pocket. Very simple to operate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, off, red light, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on, green light. So green to go, red to stop. As you can see, the battery life, as you press it, it goes blue. It goes down to a purpley colour and then down to red whenever your battery's going low, so you can always tell what it is. The charge port is just there, and it's the micro USB that fits into there, the same as your Samsung chargers and everything else, and the internal battery. So folks, if you've enjoyed this review, drop me a thumbs up, drop me a wee comment down below. If you haven't and you give me a thumbs down, tell me why you give me a thumbs down. It'd be nice to know. And there'll probably be, if it's on YouTube, up here there'll be a link back to a previous review. Down here will be a link to the subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, why not? Please subscribe to me. So it just remains me to say, from the Artery Pro Pal, it's a pal of mine, is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this review. Take care now. Bye.
California dreaming about you.